Okay, so welcome to my interactive generative sequencer. So, demonstrate how this works. We can set rows to run at their individual speeds and directions. So, for example, here's row 1, then row 2 running at a different speed, row 3 and 4 running at different speeds. Okay, so these can be directly hooked up to different sounds. So row 1, for example, is this piano sample. Row 8 is a kick drum. Row 7 is a drum set as well on the same audio channel. This is rows 3 and 4. Okay, so that's those. I've got controls for the rows here, so if I go on to bank 4 or even bank 5, I can stop all the rows with this button there. So I go back again, can see everything's stopped, and then got controls for individual rows. So for each row here we've got a shift, and then I can set the length to increase or decrease. So I could decrease the length of that pattern there. I could set it to just maybe 2. So then if we go back and put that in play, you can see it's just in 2. There's just 2. What else can we do? We can, we've got the speed, we can change the speed, we can transpose, change the scale, change the direction here, randomize it and reset it as well. So let's put the length back up to 8. Okay, and then we can go back. You can see that it's actually gone back. It's going all the way up there now. So that's that. As well as having the rows going, we can also have columns going. So here's my columns view, and I can start each column independently here. Okay, so we can see columns are going, again, different speeds, and I've got column control there, so I can change the length, speed for each column. Okay, hot columns are generally hooked up to controller data, whereas rows are triggering sound events. So, for example, row number 3 is changing column number 3 is transposing row number 3. So let's just have a look at that. So if we just have row number 3 playing, and we go for, come on, row number 3, there you are, and we just have column number 3 playing. Let's take all the others off. Okay, so we've just got column 3 and row 3 going. Now let's listen to that. Okay, so we've got column 3 is changing the pitch of what's being played on row 3. If we stop column 3, pitch stays the same. Okay, so that's rows and columns. So as I was saying before, rows are generally used to trigger notes, and columns are used for controlling other data. So there's a whole raft of things that they can be used for. One of them is changing the speed of the row playback. So here, column number, we've got row 7 here, okay, and then we can use column 7 to change the speed of the playback. Okay, so you can see it changing speed there quite dramatically. Okay, and then this is quite nice when hooked up to drums. Wrong channel. There we go. Then if we combine that with our kind of fall to the floor beat, works pretty good. Okay, so that's the rows and columns aspect.